The Emperor. They're really feeling this, Pisces. Whatever went down between you two, whatever this was, whatever kind of relationship this was, whether it was work or friendship or personal, whatever, this was definitely like a big ass karmic lesson for them. It was a karmic relationship for both of you. You both needed to learn something from this, but they're feeling it. I'm willing to bet they're feeling it more than you. And I think they've always been used to being kind of their own boss and doing whatever the F they wanted and not worrying about the repercussions. But that's not going to be the case. Not with you and not after this. This may change them. Whatever this happened between you two, whatever circumstance went down between you two, I'm willing to bet that it's going to really change the way that they deal with their relationships going forward. So this person that you're thinking about, Pisces, is definitely going through some kind of, kind of come to Jesus reckoning with themselves. So they may not know exactly how to get out of this devil energy that they're in, because it's pretty strong since it came up twice. But I feel like they're trying to work on it, and they're feeling the repercussions of whatever went down between you two. I'm getting that pretty strongly, okay? What else? Should we look at, I'm trying to decide what to look at. I'm gonna look at you. Let's look at you. So what you want from the relationship, you came up as the King of Swords effectively in reverse. So let's take a little look at that. So for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, let's get some clarification. So a couple cards flipped out. I'm going to put them back in the deck, but I just want to show them to you because I think they're relevant here. If they come back out, it'll be confirmation. But we got the basically the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. And this came out while I was thinking about clarifying what you want from the relationship. So I think once upon a time, you wanted you wanted this to be like, you wanted this person to be the one. And now so you've realized the Wheel is also a karmic type, can be viewed as a karmic type of card too, right? So it's like I met this person, it didn't work out, and now the wheel has turned, and it's kind of time to move on to somebody new. So we're not going to keep these, but they did pop out in a way that, and they're very relevant to what we're talking about. So I did want to at least address that in the event that it was meaningful for some of you. So let's get some clarification on this King of Arrows in reverse, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's clarification on this King of Arrows. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Well, I like this, Pisces. So this is your energy. I think that when you made the decision, so, when all the stuff went down, whatever went down between you guys, when you made the decision, my hair looks crazy right now. What is going on with that? When you made the decision, I think you made it pretty fast, is what I'm getting from this. Like or it happened pretty fast, right? So even if the story obviously could be flipped, but for the purposes of keeping my brain straight, this is your energy. And so either this happened very quickly and unexpectedly, or you made a very quick decision when you found out the things that you found out, or you just finally reached your breaking point and said enough is enough. I think you made the choice very quickly. When you got, you got fed up, and once you got fed up, like that was it. You were done. You didn't stay fed up for very long, is what I'm getting. And right now, you're much more focused on positioning yourself to be much more stable, to be in a much more stable relationship. That's what you're focused on right now. What you want from the relationship. So this could be what you originally wanted from it, which was to be much more stable. The Ace of Cups, really sweet, to find your playmate and to find your soulmate, so to speak, right? To find somebody that you can enjoy. Like, otters are very fun, loving creatures, right? They dive underwater, they play, they're curious, all this kind of stuff. So this might have been what you had originally had intended for the relationship, but I think that the energy now is shifted, right? Clearly something has shifted, right? So I think the energy that you're in now and what you want from the relationship is to position yourself to be able to receive something that you know that you're worthy of, right? Because this person probably was not giving you or treating you properly. And so now you're putting yourself in a position where you want your heart to be free and clear and open to be able to receive like a stable, loving type of relationship, is what I'm getting with this, which is really good. I'm not getting resent, I'm not getting that you're resentful or vindictive. I'm not getting that type of energy. I think you're just kind of like, you're done and you're ready to move on. Like, you're ready for something new. The challenge, I think, is that I don't know that this other person is ready. Or even if they don't have a choice, so if it's like a work thing, they may not have a choice with what happened, but I can tell you that they're definitely carrying some baggage about this, for sure. Okay. I think I'm trying to decide which other thing I want to look at. So we're 25 minutes in. Let's look at one more thing. And then we'll pull an animal spirit oracle, or we'll pull a couple. We'll see how many we get inspired to pull. But let's take a look at the star in reverse for the obstacle or the challenge. So what was the challenge in the relationship? So let's just take a quick look at that in the event. I'm sure that you know what the challenge or obstacle was, but let's see if the cards give us any kind of either validation for you or maybe something that you didn't quite think about. So for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what can we tell them? And Venus, can't forget about Venus. What can we tell them about this star in reverse related to this relationship, please? All right, so we have the Sun, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Wow. Very fiery, right? So like the star, the star is a very, technically it's Aquarius, right? And we did get, so maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, or maybe you have Aquarius in your chart, Pisces, or something, because like there is technically some strong Pisces in here now that I'm looking at this. Anyway, fire. I see all this red here, and then I think of a star as fire, even though this is technically aligned to an air sign, which is Aquarius. But we have this truth coupled with the sun, with this clarity, and the strength and the fortitude of the Queen of Wands. So the challenge in this relationship, I don't think you guys were compatible. And oftentimes we feel, that's what I'm getting from here. I'm getting like conflicting energies. Like air and fire elementally are compatible, but there was something about this dynamic that maybe you guys, sometimes we meet people and we fall in love very quickly, and we think, oh my God, like this is the one, this is the person. And then kind of reality settles in, and personality quirks start to come out, and we start to realize that we don't communicate properly. We have different desires, we have different wants, we have different needs, we think about things differently, we have a different worldview. That's what I'm getting from this. That when it came down to it, the reason that you guys are in this star in reverse energy is because it became clear eventually that you guys weren't compatible. Again, for the reasons that we just mentioned, right? So it could be, just different worldviews, maybe different needs physically, sexually, different communication styles. I'm getting all of that from these cards. All of it, any of the above. All right? And in situations like this, I don't know where you're at exactly, Pisces, but in situations like this, we can often sit for a while and think like, is there something I could have done differently? What if I would have said this differently? Or what if I would have approached this differently? So on and so forth, right? I don't know. I don't know exactly what your situation is, but what I'm getting from these cards that I just pulled here is, I don't know that there's really anything either of you could have done, with the exception of this devil energy, which this person needs to figure this shit out. All right. So whoever this is, whether this is you or the other person, as I've been doing the reading, it's been the other person, but this needs to get figured out, because if this doesn't get figured out, then that person's relationship, career, whatever the situation was for whichever person you were thinking about, not going to get resolved. They need to get a handle on this. They need to get a handle on that. Okay. Well, geez, Pisces. Woo! Let's get you some animal spirit messages that you can take with you. All right. So for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what advice can we give them as they navigate this relationship? What advice? Oh, we'll take that one. It's still, I haven't seen the card yet, but we'll take it. What advice can we give Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Yeah, I think so. I think this is the energy that you're in, especially with this Eight of Wands. You're just like, I'm moving on and I'm moving up, and I'm not gonna block my heart from love. That's what I'm getting from this. I'm not gonna you're not gonna keep me down. I'm not going to, you're not going to stop me from finding my happiness. You're not gonna stop me, so yeah, be bold. All right, definitely be bold and go after what you want. So if this person wasn't giving you what you needed and wanted, and I think you're doing it anyway, right? So here's some more reinforcement for you to channel Badger Spirit to keep that momentum going. And White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. And immediately what I got from this card is trust that this relationship, as painful as it very probably was, I'm getting that this was a tough one. Even though when you made the decision, you made it quickly, I think it was still tough. Trust that there was a purpose for this. And you probably have some idea of that anyway. But if you don't, especially with, we have several karmic cards out here. Karmic for me, as somebody who reads, there's some signals in here that this was a karmic relationship. And so trust, the magic would be trust that this relationship came into your life for a reason, and learn what you can from it, right? Learn what you can from it, forgive, let go, let your heart heal, and it will also help them heal as well. And they definitely need some help in that department, but it's not for you. I'm not telling you to heal them. It's not your responsibility. They have to heal themselves. I'm not trying to lecture you. But when we forgive ourselves, I think energetically it also helps the person heal as well, is what I'm saying. So I think we're going to leave it at that, Pisces. This was a very interesting reading, and it was pretty intense. And I hope that you found it helpful, and I hope to see you around my channel. All right, take care.